As we approach this Thanksgiving holiday, we take a moment to be thankful for the blessings in our lives while also looking at ways to help others. AOPA corporate pilot Mark Evans did just that, volunteering with Remote Area Medical. The nonprofit group brings disaster relief and medical care to people around the world. Mark flew a Cessna Caravan on several missions to provide hurricane relief in Haiti. AOPA Live's Warren Morningstar had a chance to talk to Mark about his experience.
Tell me a little bit about Remote Area Medical.
Remote Area Medical is a nonprofit organization out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and it's founded by a gentleman, Stan Brock. He started the organization, I think it was in the mid-'80s, and its organization is run totally by volunteers and by donations.
Now this was in the wake of the hurricane that they needed.
Yes, absolutely. So they're in need of food. They're in need of any medical supplies that they can.
Mm-hmm. So how many missions did you fly?
Throughout that week, weather pending, we flew, I think, 6 missions back and forth, and we delivered, is a couple thousand pounds of food either way. And between us and Remote Area Medical Cessna 206, by the time that I was there, we were able to airdrop and deliver 23,455 meals. So it was, we did a large work, a great work down there. Yep.
So tell me a little bit about your background. What prepared you for this?
It's interesting. I think it was a perfect fit for it because I started my career flying as a, for lack of better terms, a freight dog. So I was used to flying caravans. I've over 3,000 hours in caravans, and so I'm used to just getting in and getting the job done, putting the freight in, getting it secured, and then if whatever it takes to get done, get done.
What kind of advice would you give to other pilots who might want to volunteer for an organization like this?
The biggest advice is get your airplane in order, and don't hesitate in calling groups like Missionary Aviation Fellowship and also the Remote Area Medical, and they are in need of supplies. They are in need of pilots to help out. To me, throughout my 16,000 hours of flying, I think it's the most worthwhile thing I've ever done with flying. I think I was personally responsible for saving people's lives by, providing services, providing the flying services, and being able to get food to people who will not be able to get food because the infrastructure is not there. Bridges are wiped out. There's villages that are either totally gone or they're totally isolated from people.
So what was the most memorable thing of this experience?
Probably the most vivid is seeing the conditions that humankind can survive in the what they call their main roads and the infrastructure in the town is pretty startling. When we would do an airdrop of food on the beach, by the time we got turned around to go do another drop, there'd be 200 people there scrambling for the food. A couple hundred people. You can just see them coming out of nowhere. So it's pretty dramatic, pretty eye-opening. I think it's almost a profound sadness that you kind of feel it, because a lot of these people are not going to get helped, but we've got to do what we can to help these folks.
So you do it again?
Absolutely. It's not that I would do it again, I will do it again. This is general aviation to me at its best, in being able to help people who can't get it any other way.
Well, we thank you for doing it, Mark.
Wow. And as Mark said, there still is a great need for aid in Haiti, and you can find out how you can help on the Remote Area Medical website.